Hey guys, it's Friday again, and this Friday I'm doing something a little bit different. It's a little bit more of a vlog style video. The reason being is that the studio here is currently pulled apart, doing some extra soundproofing and stuff, and I'm receiving a new desk, which I can't wait for actually. It's going to be cool. So everything's pulled apart right now, so I'm just doing this really simple style video, so I hope this is okay for you guys. But today I just want to go through 5 studio tips and tricks that I think are really important to share. My first tip in working in the studio is Command S or Control S on Windows. Now, if you don't know any keyboard shortcuts, this is probably the one I recommend that you use and learn. There's nothing worse getting to the end of a session and find out that you didn't save what you had done. So I've developed the habit of always pressing Command S, which is save. It's a big tip. It's pretty silly and easy tip to remember, but you kind of develop a bit of a habit with it. I was actually surfing YouTube the other day, and it was after I had done some editing, and you know, just by a reaction I've just hit Control S because I thought, oh, I really like that and I'm going to save it. But anyway, Command S or Control S on Windows is save. I would suggest that you actually learn that. If you're going to learn any keyboard shortcuts, that one is really important. So number 4 is always challenge yourself. There are a few guys out there who kind of get complacent of what they know and think that, you know, they get to expert level. So as we know, there are no experts. The best way, I think, is to actually challenge yourself. So in other words, if you think you know how something works, you'll be surprised if you look into it even deeper that there are things that you don't know about it. So there are a lot of stuff in the studio you kind of get complacent with. So I always say challenge yourself. Number 3 is session backups. Now, nothing is backed up unless it's in 3 places. I'm sure you've heard that before, but some people don't sort of, they back up once and think that their work's backed up. If you actually back it up into 3 places, it's a lot safer that way. Filing system that I have, which is every session is on an external hard drive. So nothing is saved internally on the computer. It's always external. So if you always use an external hard drive, you've always got a sort of a constant backup. And therefore you back or mirror that drive onto a separate drive. So I have, I think, the 3 terabyte external hard drive that I just back up all the sessions on again. And plus I've got some online storage. So all the current sessions I always back up to there as well. So there's 3 copies. So first copy external, and then a copy of that on another external, and then cloud storage, which allows you to access it from any other place too. So number 2 is the Vocal Booth to Go blankets. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys have heard of these, but you can see them just here hung up. The idea is for them to be moved around the studio so that you can make different booths for different purposes. And I must say, they work really, really well. Now, they're not going to stop all the sound, so they're not going to be proofing, so to speak. They're more to stop reflections and just deaden the room off as much as you need it. So I will just show you over here. So the acoustic blankets are just hung up. I hope you can hear me. And it's not permanent. They can be taken down and moved around the studio. So you can see over this side, if it's not too dark, that I've got one in the corner there that can be taken down. And these guys across here can be hung up whenever I'm tracking drums. And again, you can see them over in the corner there. And here I've got a pile of them which work. They work really, really well. And the thing about these acoustic blankets is they're quite cheap. They're about $40 or $50 per blanket. And as I said, you can move them around. They're called Vocal Booth to Go. So for instance, a band that's rehearsing in maybe a shed or a garage somewhere where it's really, there's a lot of reverb and reflections off metal walls, that kind of thing. They're really cool and quick and easy just to set up around the band, and it'll make it a lot tighter. So they're really cool. So that's a trick for you if you don't want to go spending thousands of dollars on room treatment, etc. These blankets can be very, very usable. And I must stipulate, you know, they're not something to use on a permanent basis. The last one is a little acronym, which is ABR. Always be recording. This is a tip and a trick all in one, because it saved my life a lot of the time, which is always be recording. So even if the guitarist, let's use an example here of a guitarist who is trying to do a solo over a certain part of the song, maybe it's a bridge or an outro or something, and even if he's just fooling around, always be recording it. Now there is a feature on Studio One that I use a lot, which is a bit like a pre-roll for record. So you can set it for a certain amount of time, so that if you're working with a guitarist and you're producing a solo, and he plays something that you really, really liked and you'd forgotten to press record, but you run over to the desk and you hit record, it'll actually record a little bit of pre-roll so you don't miss the start of what he was playing, which is an extra tip there. So Studio One has that. I'm pretty sure all the other DAWs do it as well. So ABR, always be recording. So thanks for watching this little bit of a different video. As I said, I've got stuff everywhere, and I would just wanted to keep up the every Friday videos. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like the videos, and hit the bell if you want to know if and when I make new videos. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching again. Sorry if the camera work isn't the best and the sound is just being recorded straight to my iPhone. I will see you next week, where everything will be back to normal. We'll see you guys later. Bye.